Hey, Drumstep back with another Once Upon a Galaxy video. I think I'm going to play Blake-Eyed Werewolf this time, mostly because it's been a long time since I played him, but I do have kind of a fond memories of him because like back in like early October, mid-October, right before Candylar released, he was like when I felt like I was like really finally starting to get the game and started like actually gaining MMR and figuring out the game, and I played him a lot, and he was a big part of that, which is why he was like the first captain I got the silver border for. And then I definitely noticed when he like felt like I hit a ceiling with him and had to switch. But I basically haven't played him much since then, so I just kind of want to go back to him. So with that said, I basically, before I hit record, redid what I had for his deck, and I'm trying something to see if it actually works. Basically Missouri and Shanty to hopefully buff up the shops and get some base stats in there, and so that our double's better. Butcher feels really obvious as a thing to do with him, where doubling the Butcher bonus is good. Mr. Fox kind of does everything that we want, being an animal, overall solid unit, get some treasures hopefully, which feeds into kind of some of our non-Butcher end game plan, with doubling treasure hoards. Leapfrog I'm not at all sure about. Like, obviously it's an animal, so it moves forward, and the idea that I have is hopefully it's like if you buff the leapfrog by putting it on top of something on the board, and then maybe you can double the silver leapfrog in the shop later to kind of like pass that, like if you want to pass the double down the shop chain a bit. Seemed fine. I don't know how it'll actually work out, but wanted to kind of try it out. Snapping Hydra, solid animal. That also is not bad to double himself to kind of get a head start. With Flopsy, I don't actually remember with the ordering of Flopsy, whether it adds the Flopsy stats to the shop and then doubles it, or if it doubles and then adds the Flopsy. Obviously adding the Flopsy first is much better, but I don't remember. Hephaestus, just kind of a large base stat thing to double if it's necessary. Don't even necessarily want to make him gold, because you kind of want to double things multiple times. So but he's just kind of a big thing that I have in here. Monstro is obvious synergy with doubling in animals, and then Burninator is good. Burninator is just good. So let's get started and see how this goes. Okay, so nothing that feeds directly into our plans right away. Like Daughter of Athena, if we want to recruit some animals, it's like Puss and Baby Bear, if I remember correctly. Might also just take the Gingerbread House to let us take something weaker here and hopefully survive the first fight. I'll take the Gingerbread House and then Jealous Stepsisters, and hopefully we can get that going. Okay, I think I want to do this because then we can get the treasure now. Now if the gingerbread goes first, don't necessarily need to start doubling things right away, but Jealous Stepsisters. And we can get the Nesting Scrubfell here anyway, which Rose adding 1 to the health to the shop, which can get doubled, is like, we're doing shop buffs things over here. I don't know that I want to do the Rose right a second. And Scrubfell actually means that you can just do the not have to rely on the Gingerbread House here. And then I think I just want some stats to not die, like some better stats to take the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Something like this. Okay. Yeah, lost that fight. Not terribly surprised, but maybe could have rearranged some things to do that a little bit better. But breadcrumbs, just breadcrumbs. Oh, and get the use of hearts so you can see another shot. And go ahead and get a double, see what we get here. Probably just gonna take the Ahab, being the biggest thing. Place the gingerbread house. That is a very large dragon thing. Alrighty. Nothing too exciting here. I don't think this chameleon's gonna hunt. Just silver move. Do I want to double a rare? Oh, wait, no, it would still be in the uncommon if we. I think I just want the Jill Sunshine for the stats right now. So take that. Go ahead and take another common treasure. Maybe this makes a difference in the fight. It let our Captain Ahab hunt, so take it. Remember, animals is code, so that seems like it would be good if we're turning a bunch of things into animals. It's more relevant than the rest of these things, probably. Go ahead and take that. Take Phil, which is also pretty good with the pie. Ace of hearts. Get a double. Take the and bunny. Maybe it gets a hunt and you can start growing. Like this. It did. Awesome. Gold died. Slot buffs. Still lost a fight, but it means we get to use our Ace of Hearts here. And take a latte. Goodie bags, not much now, but it's better than the Katamari, and if we can get it silver and double later, that could be potentially something. I just take an uncommon treasure. Gemstone Garden with our pipe and hot pie. Seems like the pick. Move this here. Move an animal down here. And potentially get the shape triggered. Let's do that. Phil doing his good work. And yeah, might be a little need to. Okay, so I don't. Oh, okay. Mama Bear can fill up our slot here for us. Probably replace the Jill Sunshine at this point. Our slot bus, like animal slot buff, is doing the thing for us. Okay, and that gives us our double, which double something we already had, which is pretty nice. You have just getting bigger and bigger. Move them up front. Hunt. Then Scar. Can, like, potentially help our shop grow, but I don't know if I want to give up Phil for it. Because I want to get the ship shape this turn. And the Mama Bear is the easiest, like the guaranteed way to do that. Okay. Got one at least. I should have just moved him back here. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, the ship back here doesn't need to be back here. That would have been a smart thing to do. Your farewell characters is code. That's all our animals. With the Peck and Hot Pie. That seems fine. Rose Nest. This helps with the, like, our treasure hoard stuff at the end if we want to go that way. You do have 3 rares, so I need to keep in mind, like, this is something I'm very bad at still. Is keeping in mind rares on board for Butcher. Still fine right now, but I think I'm gonna take Shattered Shield for. Okay, and Leapfrog. I just wanna hit the Captain Ahab here. There's this less hunts for Scar, so maybe not. It always annoys me that Leapfrog doesn't copy the slot buffs. But kind of makes sense. At the same time, it's a little bit unintuitive sometimes. But don't need the small bear, but like I want to take the Leapfrog because it'll give us a double on our next shop as well. If I'm actually keeping in mind Butcher, I don't want to get rid of the rares yet, so yeah, I'll probably just get the Ahab. Jasmine Dragon on board. Okay, so I've declared I'm not doing Butcher things, basically. With that, again, very bad at remembering, keep that in mind, but we'll see how it goes. Seeing the silver Leapfrog while the Leapfrog is still on the board is not exactly what we want. I'm almost wondering if I should put the big things in the back just so that our Pie Gemstone Garden is doing more. Probably should consider doing that. Take Mama Bear. Okay, there's our last Ace of Hearts. Kraken. I mean, I can put the Kraken on the Leapfrog, I guess. Not the most exciting thing. But it's something, and it works with their Gemstone Garden. Maybe he'll do some stuff. And we got a doubled Monstro, so that's perfect. Okay. And now I think it's time to get rid of this Mama Bear. I know I just said about putting the big things in the back for the hunting purposes, or for the Gemstone Garden Pie, and we also got, like, and Bunny and Kraken both want to hunt, and Scar wants to be in the back to see them. So do this. And got our hunt with the Kraken. Get our monster treasure and a bonus shop. I actually don't like the Hand of Midas because I want to recruit the same things multiple times with doubles. Co-Star powers Scar and the Kraken on board, and also powers up any villains in the shop. Or you can just take the secret rare. I think I'll take the Co-Star. It might, like, that feels more consistent than the secret rare, maybe. I don't know if that's the right term, but also in the Woods. This would be nice if we were already looking at our double, but just take a Nessie. Get our double. Queen of Hearts. With a Nessie. Looks like we're still ahead, but not for long. This is scary. I really wish we didn't still have 2 rounds to go here. The rare treasure that could help. I mean, it's an animal as well, so Hunter's Horn? Yeah. Ooh, Elixir of Giant Strength. All of these are kinda cool. Massive Infinite Rage less so, since it only gets 1. But I think Elixir of Giant Strength kinda gives us more flexibility. Get our bonus shot here. Really wanted to see an animal here so I could double this turn. Maybe this Angelica will hunt something if they're not too big immediately, and it works with the Co-Star. The Jasmine Dragon is significantly smaller than everything else. Okay. Okay. So I'm replacing the Kraken, or does maybe the Scar? No. So that takes away from the Co-Star bonus. Does that mean I'm just taking the Silver Monster over the Jasmine Dragon? In order to get our double this turn? Probably. Or I could take the Jasmine Dragon and replace the Mantra with the Jasmine Dragon as well, because it's an animal. I triggered the... I don't actually know the answer to this. Since I removed the Jasmine Dragon from the board after getting its bonus shop, if I put it back on the board, can I get it again? I know if you golden in mid-turn, you can get it again. Is that true for Jasmine Dragon too? I don't actually know the answer to that, but that might make it worth it. Get a double. Well, that's a very disappointing double. So we're going to save it for next turn, and hopefully Angelica hunt something. adds her stats. But I'm kind of skeptical that's going to happen. Just Candy Tinkerer means who knows what happened. Yeah. Maybe should have put her in the back then. I don't know that it would have mattered. Another, like, nothing shop, so we'll reroll, try and get our double. Okay. Double the Jasmine Dragon. Get 2 bonus shops. Don't think any of these are it. Or none of these, like... This is most likely to be the most stats, which is just sad. Okay, Silver Animal. Double. We haven't... Our softballs aren't bad because of the pie. But I've got an animal here. And if I can double like one of these again, that might be our way to victory rather than doubling, adding 40 to like the front slot here. And honestly speaking, placing the Scar with the Hungry Hyena slightly larger than the Scar to begin with, and buffs the slots in the battle, so that a very weak double. So we're gonna buff the slot. Okay. This is something. Mixo is also something. I leapfrog the Jasmine Dragon. Just try to get like one super big thing. Or I leapfrog. It seems like these are all villains. I can keep the Jasmine Dragon stats. Like, if I mix out the Angelica, is that gonna like be enough to let me win the fight and hunt? Because I have to win the fight, or I'm dead. I think we just try to keep going with more doubling animals. Okay, that did not happen. Needed more silvers. So let's recruit this. And maybe we get to live. But probably not. Yeah. It did hunt, but it does not matter. Oh well. Second place is honestly better than I was expecting to do, given how long it's been since I played Wolf. So, I feel pretty happy with that. Like, one of the last few cards are missing here, so... Anyway. Let's see. Yeah. Still inching back towards that top 100. But, anyway, thanks for watching.